Hi there. We've been working really hard this week at Westside on a program of online events for you. So this weekend, as well as an adult Sunday service, there are online options for your kids and for young people too. And that'll all be on our website by Sunday morning at 9 a.m. And I think we've all been looking for encouragement this particular week. And I've been trying to leaning into the Bible to find encouragement. In one sense, I probably, like you, have been looking for some words of peace. But also I'm looking for hope. And in the midst of that, I've been reflecting on Paul's words throughout the letter to the Philippians. But chapter 1, verse 6 struck out to me again just recently, where Paul tells us to be confident because he who began a good work in you will bring it to completion. And I just wanted to rest in that a little bit over the last few days to remind myself that God isn't finished with us yet. He's still working even in the midst of this. But perhaps like you, as the last week has unfolded, I've become increasingly convinced that the difficulty and the unknown of where we find ourselves is made harder by the constant stream of news and data that's invading our lives through our phones. And while I've been thinking about how to manage this in my own life, and like, what do I do with all of this? A friend sent over to me this exceptional liturgy by Douglas McKelvey that I just wanted to share with you and encourage with you just now. This is titled A Liturgy for Those Flooded by Too Much Information. In a world so wired and interconnected, our anxious hearts are pummeled by an endless barrage of troubling news. We're daily aware of more grief, O Lord, than we can rightly consider, or more suffering and scandal than we can respond to, of more hostility and hatred and horror and injustice than we can engage with compassion. But you, O Jesus, are not disquieted by such news of cruelty and terror and war. You are neither anxious nor overwhelmed. You carry the full weight of the suffering of a broken world when you hung upon the cross, and you carry it still. When the cacophony of universal distress unsettles us, remind us that we are but small and finite creatures, never designed to carry the vast abstractions of great burdens, for our arms are too short and our strength is too small. Justice and mercy, healing and redemption are your great labors. And yes, it is your good pleasure to accomplish such works through your people. But you have never asked any one of us to undertake more than your grace will enable us to fulfill. So guard us then from our shutting down our empathy or walling off our hearts because of the glut of unactionable misery that floods our awareness. You have many children in many places around this globe. Move each of our hearts to compassionately respond to those needs that intersect our actual lives, that in all places your body might be actively addressing the pain and brokenness of this world. Each of us liberated and empowered by your Spirit to fulfill the small part of your redemptive work assigned to us. Give us discernment in the face of troubling news reports. Give us discernment to know when to pray, when to speak out, and when to act. When to simply shut off our screens and our devices and to sit quietly in your presence, casting the burdens of this world upon the strong shoulders of the one who alone is able to bear them up. Amen. So grace and peace to you all, and we'll see you on Sunday morning online from 9 a.m.